Hello everyone, and today we'll be doing exercise 4.1. This exercise is not important from examination point of view, but to have strong concept about the upcoming topics, we will do this. Okay, so let's begin. From question number 1, we have 8 equations, and out of these I have selected some questions, little different from one another. So first of all, I'll start with Roman number 2. Roman number 2 question is x square minus 2x equal to minus 2, 3 minus x. And what we are told to do here? We are told to check whether these given equations are quadratic equations or not. Okay? And we know that for any equation to be quadratic equation, highest power must be 2. And a cannot be 0. Okay, so let's begin then. So if you see here what I did, on LHS we have x square minus 2x. I have written this as it is, and on RHS, in RHS we have we can just multiply them. So what I did here, I have multiplied minus 2 with 3, then that minus sign is from that x. What is together with 3? You see that one, second term, 3 minus x. Since I've already taken 3 earlier, what sign is remaining after 3? Minus. So that minus I have given there. Then that minus 2, which is in the first term, we have to write this here again and multiply with x. Okay, now when in the next step, x square minus 2x will come as it is again. Then here minus 23 is minus 6, you all know about this. Then minus and minus is plus, so 2x. Okay, then in the next line, x square minus 2x, so whatever was there on the RHS, we are transposing them to LHS. So plus 2x becomes minus 2x, minus 6 becomes plus 6, and so what is remaining on RHS? Only 0. And in final step, x square, there is no other term for x square, so we'll keep as it is. Then minus, here we have like terms, 2x, and both are having minus, so minus is plus, so we'll add them and we'll get 4x. And why is the sign still minus? That's because both of them carries minus. And plus 6 equal to 0. Now if you observe this carefully, we notice that it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. And what's the value of a here? You see, just before x square we have 1. What's the value of b? B is just the coefficient of x, so we can see this minus 4, and see this constant, this is 6. So yes, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, alright. Now after 2, I have done question number 6, Roman number 6. So here our equation is given like this: x square plus 3x plus 1 equal to x minus 2 whole square. So here we can do anything on LHS, so we'll keep it as it is, x square plus 3x plus 1. Now in RHS we can do something. If you see this question again on RHS, it is of the form a minus b whole square. Okay, And we know what is the value for a minus b whole square. Formula is something like this: a square minus 2ab plus b squared. Now see here properly. X minus 2 whole square. Here, who is in place of a? X definitely. So x square, because in formula we had a square. Then minus 2ab. So after that x square minus, then 2 is from formula. Then a here is x. Then b is 2. Then from formula again plus 2 square. It means b squared. Okay. Now again in LHS we can keep it as it is. In RHS, when we multiply this x square, we are getting x square only. Then minus, that's 4x, and now plus 2 square is 4. Now we can't do anything if we keep like this. So we have to transpose those present in RHS to LHS. For that, what will happen? X square plus 3x plus 1, that was still as it is. Then that x square in RHS, when it goes to LHS, this will be minus. Then minus 4x will become plus 4x. Then minus plus 4 will become minus 4 equal to 0. Now here x square and x square are same, but with opposite sign. So we can cancel them, or without cancelling you can write x square minus x square is 0. Ultimately the same thing. And like terms are still there, 3x and 4x. So find out the ultimate value. You will get 7x, then plus 1 minus 4, this will be minus 3 equal to 0. And here if you see properly, this 7x minus 3, here the highest power is not 2, highest power is just 1. So this is not of the form of quadratic equation, isn't it? So at the end we are writing it is not of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Therefore it is not a quadratic equation. Okay. And finally, Roman number 8. This question is x cube minus 4x square minus x plus 1 equal to x minus 2 whole cube. So here how I begin? Here I have written this LHS as it is. Then a minus b whole cube, all of you I think knows the formula. A minus b whole cube, if we explain it, we get a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a minus b. Okay, it also can be written in other way, but you may get puzzled with that formula, so better you use this, because all of this comes with minus sign. In other formula we have at least one plus sign, so you may get confused, so better you use this. Now in second line the LHS is still same. Now in RHS, x cube minus 2 cube is 8 minus 6x, then x minus 2. Now LHS I am still keeping same. In RHS, x cube minus 8 minus 6x square plus 12x. That 6x square plus 12x I am getting by multiplying this last part in the second step. Okay, now since we can't do anything after that, so we are transposing everything from RHS into LHS. So what I did, x cubed, that was still as it is, then minus 4x square minus x plus 1, this is still as it is. Then when we bring them, we get minus x cubed plus 8 plus 6x square minus 12x equal to 0. Ultimately, after cancelling, after solving, we are getting 2x square minus 13x plus 9 equal to 0. Here if we see this final equation, we can see that highest power is 2. and a is not 0. So yes, it is of the form x square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a equal to 2, b equal to minus 13 and c equal to 9. Therefore, it is a quadratic equation. Okay. Now let's go to question number 2. Here in question number 2, they will give us some word questions, just like we did in chapter 3. And we have to express those words, those situations in the form of quadratic equation. Okay. Now we'll begin with question number 1, Roman number 1. The area of a rectangular plot is 528 meters square. The length of the plot is 1 more than twice its breadth. We need to find the length and breadth of the plot. Okay. In this type of question, we can always get the clue by looking at the last part of the question. We are told to find the length and breadth of the plot. And related to this, they are given some condition in the beginning. And in this type of question should be broken into part by part, into parts. So first thing, the area of rectangular plot is 528 meters square. We are talking about area of rectangle, and we know area of rectangle is length to breadth. So we have already given area. And in our second part, length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. Length of the plot is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. What does that mean? Who is more? Length is more. How much more? 1 more. Okay. Length is 1 more. Then twice its breadth. Look, here with length, you are given some condition, and for breadth also you are given some condition. Now let's discuss about this solution part. Here I have considered the breadth of the rectangle be x meter. And when we consider the breadth of rectangle as x meter, the length becomes 2x plus 1 meter. Now what is this 2? What is this 1 actually? And for that, we have to understand that question pretty much, properly. So at the end they were asking, we need to find the length and breadth of the plot, isn't it? That's what I have done here. I started with it, but why I did not start with length first and why I started with breadth? That's simply because here in this case, which was smaller, breadth or length was smaller? They have already said that length is 1 meter more than breadth. That means who is smaller? So breadth is smaller, isn't it? So smaller part you can always write first. That's what I've done. Let the breadth of rectangle be x meter. Now then the length of rectangle is 2x plus 1 meter. Why 2x plus 1 meter? Because recall they were saying length is 1 meter more, and we know whenever we're talking about more, we can always add them. And here with x, why they're giving 2? Why we are giving 2? That's simply because if you have a look at the question again, then you will see that length is 1 meter more than twice the breadth. What have we considered for breadth? X. and twice of x will be 2x. That's what I've written. So let the breadth of rectangle be x meter, then the length of rectangle equal to 2x plus 1 meter, and area already given 500 meters square. We know area of rectangle is length to breadth. That's what I have done. According to question, 2x plus 1, that was length, and this x, this is breadth, and we know length to breadth is area, and area is given here 528. Now we can multiply them. It's just like the one we did previously in previous questions. When we multiply them, we are getting this and this. I hope you can understand this. I think you don't need any further explanation for this part. Okay, but ultimately, here, if we compare this final equation, we can see that this is according to standard form of quadratic equation. So we can write it as of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a equal to 2, b equal to 1, and c equal to minus 528. Okay, I hope you understood this question. Our next question is Roman number 2. The product of two consecutive positive integers is 306. We need to find the integers. So here they have given some important conditions, like here the product. So this product we have to keep in mind, and consecutive positive integers we have to keep this in mind. What do you mean by consecutive and product? You already know. Regarding this consecutive part, I'll explain you. Okay, so let's begin our discussion part. So they were asking find that integers, is not it? And how many integers? We need to find two integers. That's why I have written let the first integer be x, then the second integer equal to x plus 1. Now here you may be thinking, why did I do x plus 1? Why I did not do with other number like x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4? For this, you have to have some common sense. Look, if I tell you what comes after 12, you will say 13, isn't it? Think of any number. Now if I ask you what comes after 99, you will say 100. It's very simple. But from 12, how you got 13? From 99, how you got 100? Did you multiply 1 with 12 and you got 13? No. Did you subtract 1 from 12 and you got 13? No. Then how you got 13 from 12? Definitely by adding 1, isn't it? And similarly, from 99, how do you got 100? By adding 1. This is the actual meaning of consecutive. That means, whenever you are talking about consecutive, you should always add 1 to that particular number. Okay? So, in the Masa, if we say consecutive means tapa-dapa. Tapa-dapa. So remember, whenever you are given some question like consecutive integers, consecutive multiples, whatever, you can always keep adding the serial numbers. Okay, now coming back to the question. So they were asking two integers. That's why I have written that the first integer be x, then the second integer be x plus 1. According to question, I told you to keep in mind some important conditions. They were saying one important condition was product. Product of what? Product of two integers. And in this question I have already considered that the first integer be x, second integer be x plus 1. So if we multiply them, because they have already given product, so if we multiply them, we can place them like this, and product of these two integers was equal to 306. That's why I've given like this. Then x square plus x equal to 306. Now bring it this side. You better know this than me. So it is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where this, then this. This is easy. So what you have to understand from this question is regarding this consecutive terms, right? This was regarding question Roman number 2. Roman number 3. This question is about age. And whenever you are given any question regarding age, always consider their present is first, and these are always given at the end of the question. So let's begin. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So who is older than whom from this part? Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. Yes. So Rohan's mother is 26 years older than Rohan. The product of their ages in years, 3 years from now will be 360. What we would like to find Rohan's present age. Look, if you try to understand this question at a single go, this will be very, very tough. You cannot understand this at one go. So break them into parts. And for that, you can always begin from the last part. We would like to find Rohan's present age, isn't it? We have to find Rohan's present age. So you can write, let Rohan's present age be x years. And then if we go back to first part, they have said Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So we can write mother's present age equal to x plus 26. Okay, that's what I'll be taking you to now. I'm into solution part. So let the present age of Rohan be x years. Then the present age of Rohan's mother equal to x plus 26 years. It was simple. And what did they say? You can see in your book. Well, at the same time, I'll show you from here also. The product of their age. So remember this condition, product. So you have to multiply them at some point. So the product of their age, of their means which age? Rohan's and his mother's age. 3 years from now will be 360. So the product of their age. So just remember that product, but we don't need to use right now. We'll use this after a few steps. So 3 years from now will be 360. Here you have to use common sense. Look, present age of, what is the present age? Class 10 students, you are watching this, so use common sense here. Look, your present age, some of you may be 15, some of you may be 16. Suppose your present age may be 16 now. What will be your age after 3 years? 19. As simple as that. But how did you get 19 here from 16? You definitely added 3. Here you are using common sense. For this you don't need any this knowledge. You just have to have strong common sense. Just like that, here Rohan's present age is x years. So after 3 years, what will be his age? Definitely x plus 3. Present plus 3 years. Similarly, for Rohan's mother, her present age was x plus 26 years. Now after 3 years, she will also be 3 years older, is not it, from present age? So after 3 years, age of Rohan's mother equal to x plus 26 plus 3. And here 26 and 3, they are whole numbers or natural number. So we can add them up. So x plus 29. And after this, we have used up all the conditions now. Now we will finally come to according to question part. And for this part, you have to remember one important condition which I told you to remember: product. And product, we simply know product means the multiplication of given conditions. So x plus 3 was Rohan's age after 3 years. Then x plus 29, this was the age of Rohan's mother after 3 years. And when we multiply them, when we take the product of their ages, this comes out to be 360. This was according to question. That's what I've written here. Now x plus 3 and x plus 29, they are in the form of x plus a and x plus b. You can simply use the formula and get the values. Here we are asked to find the present age of Rohan. So after doing, you will get some value of x. So that will be the present age of Rohan. And this question number 4, Roman number 4, this is very similar to the one we did in chapter 3. So the only difference is that here you use only one variable. Only one variable. Try this and show me once we restart our class. And also practice other questions from question number 1, which I have not done yet. I've done some different one, some little more complicated one. Now it's your turn to do. So show me these remaining questions when you restart our classes. Thank you.